It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're getting set for an NFC North matchup as we join you from historic Lambeau Field.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms getting set for kickoff and a big primetime game headed your way. The lights are on. The excitement's building, Phil.
It does, Jim. And when you play under the lights, the players, of course, are more emotional because they sit around all day just waiting for this game. But make sure your emotions don't get the best of you and you go out there and play out of control and make a mistake that can cost your football team the game.
Okay, let's head down to the field now for the start of this one.
Finds a little seam. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. Coming onto the field for the Bears at quarterback is Jay Cutler, coming off a season in which he set the Bears single-season passing record, and he was rewarded in the offseason with a new contract.
Well, we've talked so many times about Jay Cutler's great talent. It's time to see it all come together. He has talent and experience, and it's time to get it done.
First down at the 29.
Looking across the middle. Marshall's met at the 44.
The quarterback that time realized it was zone coverage. He just waited for the defense to get out of position, and he threw it to the open hole.
So you got Jay Cutler and Aaron Rodgers, two quarterbacks in the same division, both of whom can really fling the football, Phil.
Yeah, they can. They can throw it down the field with ease, no question about it. Think about those two quarterbacks. We're talking about the NFC North, and then in Detroit, you have Matt Stafford, who has one of the strongest arms in the NFL. So if you're a defensive back in the NFC North, you've got to practice hard during the offseason. Get ready for the throws down the field.
How about when these two quarterbacks have to throw in bad weather? How much does it affect each of them?
Yeah, it doesn't even affect them. That's what's great about them, Jim. When you play in a stadium like Chicago or Green Bay, you always have to know there could be bad weather. So you draft, or acquire a quarterback that can handle those situations, and both of these guys definitely can.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Cutler steps back into the gun. And he's forced to the ground. Take a look at the defense. They have upgraded in the secondary with safety Clinton Dix out of Alabama.
Just what the Green Bay Packers needed. That defensive secondary gave up too many big plays. How do you stop big plays in the pass game in the NFL? You get a safety that's back there that can make the tackles and knock passes down.
The Bears take it from the 38.
They bring him down one more time.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
The punter awaits the snap.
Hyde's going to look for space now. Green's there to take him down. Coming onto the field at quarterback, the man who took over the position for Brett Favre and has created his own legacy in Green Bay. Quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
We saw last year in 2013 when Aaron Rodgers is not playing for the Green Bay Packers, they are not a very good football team. One of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, there's nothing he can't do.
Aaron Rodgers going to take it from the shotgun.
Sticks to his hands.
The quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those first downs.
Now 1st and 10. Rodgers still has it.
5-yard loss on the play.
Got to give the defense some credit on 1st down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Lacey lines up in the backfield. The Packers will take the snap from the 45.
He's stacked up at that point.
As we take a look at the offense, Jordy Nelson seems to get better every year in this league.
Jordy Nelson has been a solid player for this Green Bay offense over the last few years. Fast, big, can really go up and get those catches when defensive backs are draped all over.
Today's starting lineups have been brought to you by Papa John's Pizza, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
Brings it in.
And he races out of bounds at that point.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up 1st downs in these type of situations.
Here's the punt by Mastay.
And Perry in on the tackle. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Jay Cutler from the shotgun. That's Cutler connecting with Marshall.
And they bring him down at the 44-yard line.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a 1st down.
Marshall's going to get set in the slot for this snap. 1st and 10.
And he's thrown to the ground.
The offensive coordinator's just got to make some adjustments here. They can't stop the defensive line from sacking the quarterback, so either keep the tight end in or keep the halfback in to help block for the QB.
Cutler's going to take it from the gun. Pulls it in.
Chicago in the end zone.
You never know with the talent of these guys nowadays. Little short passes, you think they're harmless, and look what happens. They break a tackle. They got so much talent all the way down the field for the score.
The Bears for the extra point kick. Inside of the uprights. The Packers are back deep, ready to return.
Harris running this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Bears with a nickel look here on defense. From the gun, Rodgers has Nelson. That picks up 11.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Jim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
The Bears come out in the nickel. First down at the 37, and Rodgers will hand it off. The first quarter is behind us, and we'll step aside as you watch the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to this defensive showdown. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Lacy is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
They've come out in the dime package. First and 10.
Right back to him.
And he is tackled at the 44.
You got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Aaron Rodgers back off the line, shotgun formation.
Second down and 8. The defense gets a sack.
Makes the sack on the play. 7-yard loss on the play.
I don't know if they were confused or not, but the left side of the offensive line that time, they were not aggressive. They got pushed back, and they give up a sack of the quarterback.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Taken down and sacked again.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
And so now they'll call on Maste to punt the football away. Jones there to take him down. The defense comes out in the dime. The Bears have it at the 34. The Bears get a first down.
Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first downs.
Jay Cutler takes a look now from under center. Midway second quarter. The handoff to Matt Forte. Forte tackled down.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
We're moving in on the 2-minute warning. One more snap first. Forte's going to secure the handoff. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage. Halftime, 2 minutes away.
Loss is 2 on the play.
Cutler is standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Clay Matthews at the face of the quarterback. The Packers call for the timeout. We'll take a break with them. We'll be right back after these messages. The defense needed to slow this game down. That timeout might be very useful. Now they're ready to go.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the third down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover. Of course, Jim, you and I would have called a fair catch there because you know why? We're cowards. Who'd want to take this kind of punishment when the defender's all around you?
Lacey lines up in the backfield. The Packers snap it up at the 26. Set up screen to Lacey. Keeps his legs moving. And Jennings going to make the tackle. Rodgers sends it to Lacey. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. No huddle time. Rodgers from the shotgun. And no one is going to catch this one as it goes out of bounds. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. The Packers from the 37. Brings it in along the sideline.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Man-to-man coverage down the field. When you see it, you've got to be accurate with the football. He was that time, and that's why we got the completion.
False start on the offense. We'll set them back.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Aaron Rodgers going to take it from the shotgun.
Well, the only thing I can say about that play, it was better than an incompletion. The quarterback gets a completion, and they pick up a yard or two.
Offense lines up here.
319.
Second down and 12. And off the mark on that short throw.
Well, it doesn't get much worse than this, does it? You're losing the football game. Now you're looking at 3rd and long. And, look, there are no miracles in the NFL. I'll tell you that. So be smart. If the play is not there, don't force it. Dump it off and wait for the next time you get it.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 3rd and 12 to go. And he's taken down. The Bears are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here.
9-yard loss on the play.
After that defensive timeout, we're ready for action.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on 3rd down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on 3rd down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
Brought down just 2 yards shy of the first down marker. The Packers defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. First down and 10. Finds his mark. Gains 11. The Bears 1 timeout remaining.
Timeout, Chicago.
The offense has had time now to game plan, strategize after the timeout, and now they're ready to go.
That's a good job by the wide receiver running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
And Morgan's in the slot. It's Forte in the backfield. First down at the 46. And Daniels is there to make the stop. Quickly to the line. Cutler's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Cutler gets it to Matt Forte. That'll put them in what we call plus territory. Offense lines up here. First down at the 43. They're going to get him here for a sack. The Bears signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining.
Offense ready to play after calling a timeout.
Quarterback's got to know when it's inside of 2 minutes and that clock is moving, you want to get the football down the field and out of bounds. Holds on to the football too long, gets the sack, and that just kills the time management.
Matt Forte lined up in the backfield. Second and long. Matt Forte gets it here. Running room. Going to take it the distance.
Good job on the ground there by Matt Forte.
Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play.
And that wraps up the first half here at the home of the Cheeseheads. We'll take a quick break at halftime and return shortly for the start of the third quarter.
We're back here now in this one, where the Bears are leading by 7.
Danielle Bellini is there with the latest from the sidelines.
I caught up with Coach Tressman during halftime. It's a low score here, and he attributed that to the lack of passing yards on both sides. He told me that each team has struggled to get it done through the air, and when that happens, teams can pin their ears back and focus on the run.
Thanks, Danielle, and now we'll go to the field.
Robbie Gould ready to kick it.
Harris is going to run this one out. And he's met head on right there at the 20.
Nickel formation here for the defense. Now 1st and 10. Great pass. Great catch. Great control.
Well, I guess the only good thing you can say about that play, the quarterback's happy. He gets a completion, but it only goes for a couple yards.
Corners formation here for the defense.
The Packers take it from the 23.
Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
The Packers did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind just by a few points in the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Wide receivers stacked up on this play.
First down at the 33. And now Rodgers will give himself up.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Lacey lines up in the backfield. First down at the 50. Handoff made. And straight ahead, Lacey.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
The offense lined up in the full house. 2nd and 8. Back to him. Middle. Lacey takes the hit and is brought down.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
Incomplete as he was looking short.
Well, quarterbacks know on 3rd down they got to make a decision and get rid of that football because the defense, they are coming after you. That time just not good enough, and he throws an incompletion.
319! 258!
The Packers have it at the 44. Has the reception all alone. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers.
Well, here we are. It's a tie game now. We'll see how the teams react to it. Will it be positive or negative?
The Packers now with the extra point to tie the game. The point after try is in the books. The Bears are ready to return the kick. Touchdown, Chicago.
You talking about lifting a team up when you get a kick return for a touchdown, it excites everybody, makes the crowd go crazy, but it gives your team such momentum, and your chances of winning, they go through the roof when you get a kickoff return for a touchdown.
The Bears for the extra point kick. And the point after is good. Bears ready to kick the football. Hyde's going to test the coverage this time. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. Lacey lines up in the backfield. 1st and 10. Handoff. It's wide open. And he's brought down, but he has the first.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
319! 319! 319!
First down at the 42. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Rodgers by himself in the backfield. Takes it from the gun. Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw.
Third down.
From the gun, Rodgers. And looking underneath, this will go incomplete.
Sometimes on the defensive side, hurrying the quarterback is just as good as sacking him, because when you hurry him, he doesn't have time to think. He's probably not going to be as accurate, and they get the incompletion. Good job by the defense.
And picks up maybe 3 or 4.
Well, returning punts is a tough job, and it's about judgment. That time, that was poor judgment by the return man. Should have just had a fair catch and never tried to return that.
It's Forte in the backfield. First down at the 36. The give. And he's brought down right at the 43.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets him a few yards.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 5 times today. Really been beat up. Gets the handle here. Forte looking out wide.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Wilson's lined up in the slot. Cutler's back in shotgun formation. He has the grab. Burnett's there to make the tackle.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
Quarterback coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 6th time in this game. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
End of 3 here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We'll be back momentarily for the start of the 4th quarter. The Bears have the football as the 4th quarter gets started. Fortes lined up in a single back formation. The final quarter begins with this snap. Right side, and that gains 1.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front, and that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
Split backfield here.
Cutler steps back into the gun.
The defense gets the sack.
When you blitz on third down, you hope to get to the quarterback. Here's why. Because there are less defensive backs back there. The chances of giving up the big play are pretty high, but the rush, they're quick enough. They get there, and they sack the QB.
They're set to punt it away now.
Lacey lines up in the backfield. First down at the 15.
Aaron Rodgers way down the field. Could have been intercepted.
Just not a good decision by the quarterback. I mean, maybe on the sidelines they keep calling the wrong plays, but he's attacking the strength of this cover 2 defense. Don't do that. Throw where they're not. That's deep down the middle.
Offense lines up here.
319.
Second down and 10.
Rodgers sends it to Lacey. Briggs in on the tackle.
Well, he had all day long to throw the football that time. That's why he had success throwing the football down the field. I'll tell you what, this defense, they need to start blitzing this quarterback.
Aaron Rodgers will be under center.
58.
Third and 5. This doesn't look good. We've got a player down, and he's in pain.
I think you can just tell by the body language and the way he's acting, that is an upper body injury. Hope it's not severe. We'll let you know as soon as we find out. We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Looking for a lane on the return. Brought down at the 44. Jake Cutler takes a look now from under center. First down at the 44.
Out to the left.
Catch made. Clinton Dix, the one who brings him to the ground.
The Bears coaching staff has done a good job of mixing things up today on first down. Run and pass. That time, the pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's second and short.
And Morgan's lined up now as a slot receiver. The Bears from the 37.
Matt Forte tackled at the 29-yard line.
That's awesome. Every time you pick up a first down, what does that do? It shortens the game and also keeps your defense on the sideline, and they get rested up and ready for their turn. But you got a lead here. It's a small one in the second half. Keep getting those first downs.
We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. Back now in this one, and time is running out here in the fourth quarter.
Forte's lined up as the single back. The Bears have it at the 29.
It's the old counter play. Tackle made by Peppers that time. And they're going to call a timeout here to stop the clock. Defense got a bit of a blow and now readies for the next play.
Forte is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Jake Cutler takes a look now from under center. The Bears from the 27.
He'll get it again. That's a gain of 8. That'll stop the clock with that timeout.
Timeout, Green Bay.
Everybody's back out on the field now after that defensive timeout.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Another carry here. That's a huge third down conversion, especially after all the failures leading up to this point. After that timeout by the defense, play is ready to resume.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
And Morgan's a receiver in the slot.
1st and 10.
They call his number once more.
And that'll be a gain of about 2.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
They've come out in the dime package. Second down and 8. Dan picks up about 3.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Takes the knee. Should be an easy one here. This was a good game to watch today. Competitive all the way to the end.
Stay tuned for the highlights and GMC Never Say Never moment, brought to you by EA Sports. For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.